Hello, welcome to the life of little Ash. If you guys don't know, the month of March is National Cerebral Palsy Awareness Month, and I have what is called hypertonic spastic quadriplegic cerebral palsy. And I also have little person syndrome. So basically, that means that my body is stiff all the time, and on long distance, I use my Lofstrand forearm crutches, wheelchair, a walker, special needs stroller if needed, and I do have AFO braces. But you know, I'm in the process, I think, of getting a new wheelchair. I'll talk about that later when it gets closer and when things are happening. But as of right now, so I called my orthopedic doctor today and I found out over the phone that my long-time pediatric/adult orthopedic surgeon/doctor has recently retired. And I know that this is not something that everyone can understand, and I totally understand, I totally get it, but when you have a lot of special needs and a lot of disabilities, your special doctors really do become like part of your family. So why the tears? Because it's emotional, and I'm super happy for him. I'm like not, I know that we're going to be put in good hands, but I am super happy for him. I'm grateful. I will always live by everything that he taught us. And for me, he taught me to don't overcompromise your body. You are still independent in your wheelchair and whatever you need to travel. And I will never forget, there was this one doctor's appointment that we were at, and he's like the joking type, but he's also like serious. So he like says in a joking way, but he's serious about what he says, if that makes any sense. I remember one time I was like having an issue. I was like, what do I do if I get in a car with someone who says that my wheelchair can't fit in their car? And he literally said, don't get in their car. You just don't get in their car. If they're not going to put your wheelchair in their car or make room for it, don't get in their car. I remember the last time I saw him was about 1.5 years ago. We were checking out my bone age, and my bone age is fine. However, I am a little person, and I will never forget what he said to me. And one of the last things he said to me, he walked in the room with the little, book that shows your bone age and all that jazz. And because I do have proportionate dwarfism, and I'm a little person syndrome. And on top of cerebral palsy. So he said, you are nothing less than a miracle. And the thing that I say is, he is part of my success. He has taught us the first steps of cerebral palsy and what that means for me. He has taught us the first steps of little person syndrome and what that means for me. For everyone, it's different, but what does that mean for me? He has even taught us a lot about epilepsy and what that means for me. He knew my pediatric neurologist that is now retired as well. Like, they knew each other. So when I was really sick, having prolonged seizures, they were both there for me. I was in really, really good hands. So they were there for me during the toughest time of my life. And they're always, and now it's the happiest time of my life, and I'm gonna miss them. But Dr. L, I had this gut feeling, after Dr. McKiernan retired, the Dr. L was gonna follow in his footsteps. No, but honestly, Dr. L, I know you watch my videos, so thank you so much for everything you've done for me and my family, all my special equipment, everything that you've done for me, all of the advocating you have done for me. It has greatly been appreciated, and I hope you know that. And so thank you so, so much. Like I said, you guys, your doctors really become part of your family when you have special needs like that. So I celebrate along with him because I am super happy for him. Like, he deserves this retirement. It's very well deserved. He's an amazing doctor. But I also want to say that it is hard. It's hard because he's like the most amazing orthopedic doctor on the face of the earth. There were times I went in his office with unanswered questions and I never walked out without an answer. There were times I was really sick and he looked at me and said, "You're gonna be okay." I remember crying in his office because I wasn't sure about getting a new custom-made wheelchair, and he looked at me and said, "Ashley, you want to go to the mall?" "Yes, sir." "You're gonna be fine." There were lots of happy times in his office as well, but he was one of those doctors that always put a smile on your face and just made you feel confident in who you were. And now we have to start from the ground up, not with my diagnosis, but with finding a new orthopedic, because he's the only one in that office that specializes in cerebral palsy and little person syndrome. So if that tells you anything, that's how amazing he is and was. So yeah, he's pretty amazing, and I'm gonna get on with my day. So thank you guys for watching this. If you're still watching this content, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, stay tuned.